I want to introduce you to our next speaker. His name is Dr. Pekka Pursula. He's a research manager from VTT Technical Research Center of Finland. He has a long career at VTT Technical Research Center of Finland on research and management positions. Currently, he is the research manager of quantum technology. VTT develops technologies for scaling up quantum computers, as well as hosts the first Finnish quantum computers. Please join me in giving a round of applause for Dr. Pursula.
Okay, thank you for the kind introduction. Great to be here. So I will give you an update on what's happening in the Finnish quantum ecosystem currently, and I will start with giving you the kind of overview what the quantum ecosystem in Finland is all about. So Finland, as the Australia, as we just heard from the previous presentation, is also a small country. But we have a very vivid activities in quantum technologies. History spanning down to 60s, when cold temperature physics research was originally initiated in the Aalto University, and that has then diversified to a great ecosystem where we have the universities focusing on basic research and education, coming together with the companies to really innovate and make these technologies to move from the fab to the lab to the fab. And then we have RTOs like VTT in the middle there, focusing on applied research, exactly with this goal of creating innovation out of the research results. And this closed loop, let's say, collaboration is very, very prominent in Finland, and it's really fed with also the and encouraged by our innovation funding agency, the Business Finland, who wants to see all of these three pillars of the innovation ecosystem to come together to work closely to make these technologies a reality in our everyday lives. And of course, we have a great infrastructure from fabs, so clean room facilities, to quantum computers and supercomputers. And all of this has created a very, very vivid also company ecosystem in Finland. Well, most of you know companies like Blueforce or IQM, but there is also a lot of other companies, startups coming together, and we have also invited into our business queue ecosystem also a lot of end users who are interested to take these technologies and make applications out of this and services and products. So this kind of, I would say that this collaboration and close proximity of all the actors is something that describes the Finnish ecosystem very well. But then let's take a closer look on these pillars of the ecosystem. So first of all, the Institute Q brings together especially the universities and research institutes who work on quantum research, quantum technology research. And there is more than 50 university groups that are focusing on quantum technology, and in universities and institutes all around Finland. And the estimated volume of this research on quantum technologies in the universities is more than 40 million euros a year. And in addition to that one, we have the companies, which are significant revenue already at this point, and new spin-offs and startups are being created all the time. And I want to point out that this is the quantum ecosystem and the companies, they don't work in vacuum. There is, of course, close-by fields which are really much feeding and interesting to the quantum field also, and that's especially the semiconductor industry and photonics industry, which are both also very vibrant in Finland. And that is also, you can find many photonics companies actually from Finland here in this conference presenting their products that they have, especially for the quantum. But then if we go forward and look what has happened since the last conference here, so in roughly 1 year's time frame, the news from the Finnish ecosystem. The first one, and which I want to highlight here, is the Finnish Quantum Agenda, which was published in February this year. So this is activity which is kind of bottom-up agenda of the actors in a Finnish quantum ecosystem. So it was led by the Institute Q, which is the Finnish National Quantum Institute, and it included all the companies, RTOs, universities giving input to this document, and you can follow the link to read it. Then again, what we don't still have is let's say a top-down governmental quantum strategy for Finland, but we are looking forward that this will happen now, as we have gotten very good feedback, and this actually many of the recommendations of this bottom-up agenda have already been kind of implemented or taken into account with the new governmental program that we just got in Finland. But then going forward, I want to highlight also from education side that we are looking beyond university education only. Everybody talks about the lack of workforce in quantum, but we need also to remember that only maybe 10 or 20% of the people that you actually need for quantum technology need to be PhDs in physics. So there's a lot of other skills that you also need. And this, what I want to highlight here is this QPlayLearn platform, which is actually quantum for high schoolers and even the senior years of elementary school. So this is a platform where you can learn quantum technology by playing, basically. So outreach for a wider audience than just for the physics students is also needed. Of course, there are PhD and bachelor's and master's programs also in Finnish universities, and more than 100 PhD students in these groups on quantum technology, but we need to remember all the skills. And then going forward, some very good news from the new governmental program for the funding of quantum technology in Finland. Actually, three new programs initiated. The first one is a continuation of this building of Finland's first quantum computers. This is a program that started already in 2021. And last year we got the first 5-qubit superconducting quantum computer up and running. Next month we will launch the 20-qubit device, and then next year for 50 qubits. And the new decision from the government was that this activity will be continued for the additional 3 years, and the goal is to go toward 300 qubits. And with 300 qubits, of course, we are thinking about already some demonstrations of utility would be possible. And of course, we are working in collaboration all the time, thinking about the hybrid approach. So not just quantum computing, but hybrid classical quantum computing, and working with the CSC, National IT Center for Science, who is currently hosting the LUMI supercomputer, which is actually the fastest in Europe. Okay, this is what is happening in the, let's say, hardware development of quantum computing in Finland currently. The second initiative that has initiated now within this year in Finland is actually looking into the applications of quantum computing. So we have now, by our innovation funding agency, Business Finland, a program that is focusing on applications of the quantum computing. And the application field is not limited. So how this works is that universities, RTOs, need to come together with companies who state which application fields are interesting for them. And with these companies, you can get the funding to actually investigate and develop quantum algorithms and for these applications. So this has initiated this year. There is a handful, I would say half a dozen projects already ongoing with the industry, and we're expecting to initiate more. Then going forward, third new funding instrument or decision in Finland for the new government is actually focusing on the fabrication of quantum chips and other emerging technologies also. So typical problem is that you get the very nice devices from university labs in very small quantities. But you need to be able to scale that up in volume and in quality, in yield, before you can actually enter a market with the product. This is a common problem for many emerging technologies, not just quantum technologies. That's why we are talking about pilot line for emerging technologies and not quantum technologies only. But the idea is that we will build a pilot line which will enable this development or scaling up phase, demonstrating that these technologies can be fabricated en masse. So together these investments now, the pilot line is roughly 65 million. We are expecting a similar contribution from the European Chips Act, and actually a private investment close to 500 million euros combined to this. This is quite a significant investment already. And then the quantum computer is another scale-up project, is another 70 million. And then we had this like 15 million in the first phase for the quantum computing applications project. So this is really a significant, investment into quantum technology in Finland, when at the same time actually the new government program new government finds itself in a dire financial situation. So even though there is a need to reduce the cost of government, at the same time actually in quantum technologies and all over in R&D and I activities, there is a heavy investment. So really looking into the future despite the current situation. Okay, so that actually concludes my presentation. So what I just want to highlight in the end is that, as also stated by the previous presenter and maybe many times during the days here, that the collaboration is extremely crucial for quantum technology to succeed. The value chains are global. We need to be collaborating heavily and over the borders to find the synergies and really deliver impact in the next years. Because this level of investment globally, I think it cannot continue without delivering actually applications and impact to the society. And to achieve that, we are very open in Finland for collaborations, both academic, industrial, in any form, I would say. So if you are interested to collaborate with us, just please be in contact to me or directly to the persons mentioned here. And with that, I thank you for your attention. Thank you.